Hey y'all. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. It has been so long. It's been a week, actually over a week since I uploaded to my channel. So much has been going on. It's been a little crazy here in this household. It was my daughter's 12th birthday. It was my son's 5th birthday. My mom came in town for 10 days from Florida. So, oh my gosh, there's a huge bumblebee on my window. I thought I would have been able to do it all, but I couldn't. So I apologize. But next time she comes in town, I will pre-record videos, so I will have videos for y'all to watch while any of that ever happens again. So I apologize, but it was just crazy, and I don't see my mom that much. I go to her house or she comes here, but it's a few times a year, and I just really wanted to soak that time in with her. So thank y'all for understanding. And my name is Mallori. In case you are new, welcome back to my channel if you are not. If you are new, I do true crime cases here on YouTube. I mostly do missing people and unsolved mystery cases, or cold cases if you want to say. So if that interests you, then I would love to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel and be a part of my family here. And please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And so today's video, I actually did a ton of research on it, and authorities have been extremely quiet on this case. Now, it is still an active investigation case, so it is not uncommon for officials to be quiet during an active investigation just because they don't want to jeopardize the case or have the public, the public doesn't need to know everything about an active investigation or it will jeopardize the case. So Barry and his wife, Suzanne, and their 2 children moved from Arcadia, Indiana to Salida, Colorado in 2018. This family was a picture-perfect family. Suzanne was beautiful. I mean, she was beautiful. She was tan. She was athletically fit. She had a beautiful smile. And her husband, Barry, is also very fit. He looks like he would have been a football player or some type of jock in high school. Just very handsome as well. And their 2 children, Macy and Mallori, are beautiful as well. So Suzanne is 49 years old and Barry is 52 years old. They got married in 1994, and they have a $1.5 million home in the middle of nowhere in Colorado. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, that's where I want to be, is in the middle of nowhere. That's why I love the country so much. But it's surrounded by trees. There's barely any neighbors around the area, or at least they're not close by to each other, and it is a very remote place. On May 10th, 2020, Suzanne's daughters, Macy and Mallori, tried to contact Suzanne to wish their mother a happy Mother's Day, and their mom did not answer the phone, which was not like her, obviously. I mean, my kids are gonna call me on Mother's Day, I'm gonna answer the phone. They then reached out to a neighbor of theirs and asked Janine Ritter, she is a 70-year-old woman, and their daughter, Suzanne's daughters, Macy and Mallori, explained to her that they could not get a hold of their mother and to please call the police. So at 5:45 that Sunday afternoon or evening, Janine called 911 to report Suzanne missing. She said that Suzanne went for a bike ride earlier that morning and she never returned home. So Barry owned a landscaping business when they lived in Indiana, and when they moved to Colorado, he became a volunteer firefighter at the local county fire station. But Barry also did landscaping on the side, freelance work. So that Sunday that Suzanne went missing, that morning Barry went to Denver, Colorado, which is about 150 miles from their home. He was going there because he had a landscaping job that he said it was a very important job that he needed to get attention to, and they needed to fix it right away. So he was going down there a day early. He got a motel room close by, and they were gonna perform the work on Monday. Macy actually has a very good amount of following on her Instagram, and she had posted on May 9th a picture of her in the mountains with a caption that said "Mountain Getaway." So her and her sister Mallori were camping in Idaho that weekend that their mother went missing. So neither Macy, Mallori, or Barry were in town when Suzanne went on that bike ride and never returned. So when Chaffee County Police Department Sheriff John Speasy, I think I'm pronouncing his last name right, said that the CBI, which is the Colorado Bureau Investigation, and the FBI are diligently and actively working on her case. They're aggressively searching everywhere. They've done ground searches, air searches, water searches. They have canine support. They have drone searches going on. There have been over 200 personnel working on these searches, as well as they have logged over 200 man-hours of searching. So during that search, Suzanne unfortunately has not been discovered, but her bike was discovered. It has not been released to the public, or at least I have not found anywhere what condition it was in, if it was broken or anything. I mean, was it just laying there or what? So I haven't found anything. They haven't released anything about that. But they did say that they found some personal belongings next to her bike, but they never disclosed what those personal items were. Sheriff Speasy did request that there would be divers searching around her bike because it was found on a bridge or by a bridge, and there was water, a river running through there. So he did request divers to search the area. They did not come up with Suzanne, unfortunately. The sheriff also went around to the neighbors and asked everybody if they could please save the footage of their Ring doorbells or their surveillance videos, just in case that there is something discovered and they do need to see it, so that it does not get taped over for the previous days. But he asked them to save the dates from May 8th to May 12th. So the thing is, no one actually saw Suzanne leave and go on her bike ride. Church members did say that it is very common for Suzanne to leave and go on a bike ride before church, but nobody actually physically saw her leave. So nobody knows what she was dressed in, or at least it hasn't been released what she was dressed in. So her husband and her kids were all out of town. It's just crazy that everybody's out of town. She lives in this rural remote area, and investigators have searched Barry and Suzanne's home, as well as they have seized Barry's phone and vehicle to search those as well. Nothing has been said about those searches or what they found or if they found anything. The neighbors in that area have stated that the area is extremely safe. A lot of the neighbors don't even lock their doors at night because they are just so comfortable there and they feel so safe and secure in that area. So they were guessing that it could have been possibly an animal attack. Mountain lions and stuff like that are not rare in that area, so they suggested those, but investigators pretty much denied that. They said that an animal would usually take its prey about 50 yards and drop it off, or they don't take it far away, you know what I mean? So she would have most likely been in the vicinity. I want to know down below what y'all think so far. So let's continue. So Barry isn't speaking a lot to the media or anywhere for that matter about this case. He did put out a pre-recorded video begging the public and everyone for the safe return of his wife. And he also has a $210,000 reward out right now for anybody that can bring Suzanne safely home. And he actually stated previously, I'm not sure if it still says this, but I know previously he said that if Suzanne is returned safe and unharmed, no questions will be asked. And honestly, I would probably do the same thing. I mean, if my husband was missing or any of my loved ones, just bring them back. I don't even give a damn. Like, just bring them back unharmed to me immediately and be on your way. I don't know. That's just me. So I don't know if y'all have heard of the Draper brothers here on YouTube, but they have a ton of great videos out there on YouTube about Suzanne Morphew and her case. They also have a video talking to Barry himself. And he acts very strange in the video, in my opinion. He just acts, I don't know, odd. Y'all let me know. I'll link his videos down below, and y'all let me know what y'all think. In the video that he was talking to Barry did not know that he was being recorded, but in Colorado that is legal. You only need one side permission to be recorded. So he did not know he was being recorded, but Barry did mention that they found her bike against a tree on the bottom of a hill with one of the tires up and one of the tires bent. So I don't know. Y'all, again, let me know what y'all think. Did somebody throw her bike down there and try to get rid of it? Do you think, I don't necessarily think, again, that she fell off the hill or something, because the bike would have had dirt, or maybe there would have been blood, and they're keeping this case really hush-hush. So I don't know if there has been blood found anywhere near the area. Once Barry realized that the video camera was being, he was being actually recorded, he asked him to turn it off, and he became very short. So I don't know. On the road that Suzanne was riding her bike on, it was a county road, so there are video cameras and surveillance being taken all along that road. But you get to this sharp turn, and shortly after that, her bike was found. There's a video camera about 50 yards before that, but you cannot see where her bike was found because of that sharp turn. So it's just crazy to me that most of that road is videotaped until that point where the turn is, and you can't see anything. The Morphews did have surveillance cameras at their house, but on the day, that Sunday, they were not working. Barry, as far as I can see, is not a suspect. Now, that does not mean he actually isn't a suspect or a person of interest. I feel like they're not going to, the FBI and the investigators do not put out statements like that if they don't have solid evidence to back it up. If he was a suspect and they put that out there, then that just gives anybody enough time or to try to cover their tracks or do as much as possible, because they know that the police investigators are actually keeping an eye on them. There are so many reasons why investigators don't come out and say, yes, they are a person of interest, or yes, they are a suspect, unless they have real concrete evidence to prove that they are. So he may be a person of interest. I mean, we all know that the significant other of a missing person is always the first to look at. He knows that. I'm sure he's nervous, but we don't know, and I'm not going to accuse anybody of doing anything unless that is in my face. But again, he did seem weird. He did mention, you know, maybe an animal got her, or maybe she got kidnapped, or maybe she fell off the hill, and I understand maybe he's just trying to play all these scenarios about what happened to his wife, and maybe he's mourning and he's grieving and so many emotions. I've never had a loved one or my husband or anything like that go missing from me, so I honestly can't tell you, and neither can you unless you have been in that position. He also was blaming the police that they didn't investigate the correct way and all these things. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. And again, I do believe he looked nervous in that video that the Draper brothers were filming. So you guys, this is just crazy to me. I feel so bad for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful young mother. She's not even in her 50s. Like, if y'all have seen Suzanne Morphew, or if you know anything about this case, you have any leads or tips or anything, please call the Colorado Bureau Investigation or the FBI. Also, you can call the Colorado tip line at 719-312-7530. So, I don't know, you guys. This is just crazy to me. Every one of these cases, it just touches me in a completely different way. And so y'all, again, let me know your comments. Y'all let me know your thoughts down below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. Also, hit that bell notification because it lets you know every time I upload a new video. And y'all are truly amazing. Please don't forget to be nice in these comments down below. Just be nice. Be a nice human everywhere, not in just the comments, but everywhere. It doesn't cost anything, so just be nice, and I will see y'all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. Bye.